Hi there, it's Wendy with Ask the Landlady, and I guess my jacket's a little blingy today, which is apropos because today we are talking about flooring. The question I have today is, what type of flooring should you have in your rentals? And maybe you don't mind anything too flashy or crazy, so that's tip number one. But it does depend on several factors. First of all, I'd say if you already bought the place, rented, there's people living there, things are working, there's already carpeting or hardwood, or maybe they painted the floors and you're like, oh, it looks so much nicer if we did that. If it's working, stick with it. One thing you don't want to do is over improve for your market. If you have a great renter and everything's going fine or the price point's right, don't change the flooring just because you want the flooring changed. You're not living there. Make sure you stay within your budget and what that rental point is. So you don't over improve, put in fancy tile that you're never going to see the money out of, or that you're going to cry the first time somebody drops something and breaks it. That's something that you don't want to happen. So tip number two is if you have student housing, which we've talked about in a previous video, or pets, we've talked about that in a previous video too, you might rethink carpet. You might not want to have something that is going to be a constant battle and be very expensive to change out. So you might want to put down linoleum or some sort of other like laminate flooring, which I really love because it gives a great look, but it doesn't tear as easily. You know, if you drag something across that linoleum, suddenly you have a big gash in the middle of your kitchen floor. So that's something to maybe think about. There's also sticky towels. That's a great option. I know a lot of landlords and landladies do in certain markets. So with the laminate flooring, you can definitely check like at Big Lots or Ollie's. They sometimes have some big overstock things, some good deals on it. So it might be something to check out, and tenants do seem to really like that. And in my opinion, it has upheld better than certainly carpeting, which can be a real pain in the butt. Number three, people always love hardwood floors. And if you have an expensive rental, that might be something you want to look into and do. Just be really careful. Make sure you do not let tenants paint them or do anything terrible to your hardwood floors that are going to cause you a lot of grief later on. You know, hardwood floors do add value to a home. Any good real estate agent will tell you, and they can tell you exactly what that percentage is, what value it gives up on that. But again, it's not worth it if somebody's going to tear it up, and be very careful. I would be cautious unless you have very stellar tenants with that. Number four, we're going to go back to carpeting because that seems to be the one that most tenants expect, especially in living areas and bedrooms, especially where I live in the north, colder climates. They like to have that carpeting. And to something to be, you know, and it does cover a lot of ills, you know, uneven floor, potential problems. That carpet can really, you know, or your hardwood floors are a mess, you can throw carpet over it and it really kind of hides all that, which is great. But of course you do deal with the cleanliness issue. We have a clause in our lease which tenants must steam clean. The carpets are always professionally steam cleaned, so either they'll do it or I'll do it, but it'll come out of the security deposit because we have them steam clean for you, so that next time around they're going to be steam clean for that next person. So that's something that we actually have written into our lease that sometimes helps with flooring in that issue. And speaking of leases, you can buy my lease if you want. It has all those things in there, and you can add to it and change it and do what you want. It also comes with a packet of another 20 forms, which is great if you're just starting out or you just want to compare to what you're doing, and they can all be changed and suited to your area. So definitely check that out. It's at askthelandlady.com. It's only $19.95, and it's just a download, and we'll shoot them right to you so you can look into that. Because again, it's not easy being a landlord and a landlady here in today's day and age. So we're all in it together. So hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you think the best type of flooring is. I'd love to hear from you. We can all learn from each other because at the end of the day, we all just want to make the best profit we can in real estate. So thanks, and have a great day.